The First Man in the Moon from 1919. It's a lost British film. It's supposed to be the first movie ever to be based on a science fiction novel. Before Star Wars, we get The First Man in the Moon. I'm just playing. It stars Bruce Gordon. He also directed the movie as Hogben. Heather Saxer. Sorry, let me start over. Heather Saxer. Heather Saxer. Saxer. Heather Saxer. Heather Sax. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mm, I'm, I'm going to get this video right. Don't worry. I'm not. I'm always messing stuff up all the time. It's funny when I was getting this video right. I actually got her name. I actually. No, here we go. Here we go. I'm tired of this. I actually got her name right, but now I'm screwing it up. Let me start over. Bruce Gordon as Hogman. You had Hector Albus. That's how you pronounce his last name, too. As Samson Caber. Lionel Diarganin. Let me see if I get his name right. Lionel Diarganin. As Rupert Bedford. Cecil Morton York as Grand Lonner. And let me see if I can say her name again. Heather Saxer. Heather Saxer. As Susan. Sorry if I messed it up like I always do. And I always mess people's names up all the time. I'm not smart. I talk like a moron. But anyway, The First Man in the Moon from the year 1919. It's a lost British film, and I sort of wish could be found or whatever. I'm obsessed with lost films all the time. In a couple months ago, was it last month or 2 months ago, I was talking about how I love being obsessed with lost films. Sorry. This movie, The First Man in the Moon, I can't remember the plot exactly. Well, it's lost. I don't think not a lot of people who know about this film know the plot either, but it does have something to do with an engagement. I think Susan, the character of Susan, is engaged. She's a caver or a hogman, and she turns one of them down for the other. But I'm mostly, like I said, I was looking for lost films, and I saw this, The Lost Man in the Moon, directed by Bruce Gordon, who also stars in it, and J.L.B. Link, based on a book by A.G. Wells. Yeah, I love this picture of the famous, alien head, big eyes. That's the effects they had back in the day, and I think it's more scarier than CGI, but that's just my opinion. The First Man in the Moon. I wish they would do another movie of it. Remake it or in America, England, or whatever, something. Maybe I just like this picture of the big aliens and that guy standing next to the white leader or whatever. But I think it's too bad a lot of movies have been lost, especially in the silent era. But this was back then; they didn't think movies were a big deal. So, like I said, I wish if they could find this movie, release it on DVD or Blu-ray, and a lot of lost films. I'm talking about this right now. The First Man in the Moon, and a lot of other lost films. I wish we could find them somehow. If if only we could find them, I would love to watch them. I never really watched a lot of silent films from the 90s when I was growing up. I always preferred the films I grew up with, mostly 80s, 70s, 90s films in color. I like black and white. I watched in like black and white films too, especially the Three Stooges. But the First Man in the Moon. I wish we could find that movie. I don't know how. I just don't know how we're gonna find these movies. They've been lost forever. That's why I'm obsessed with them. Imagine if they did this movie in the 30s or 40s, in the talkies era, or when they were done with the silent era and people started talking on screen. And I'm it could have been a success or it could have bombed. I just wish it could have been made and not been lost, but it is what it is. And I apologize for not getting the names right. A while ago I was trying to do this video. I kept messing up how my intro is, and I had her name right, and for some reason it just I don't know. I just don't know. You know how my mind is, but sorry. So let's see if I can pronounce her name again. I'll start over. It stars Bruce Gordon as Hogman, Heather Sacher, all right, as Susan, Hector Abbas. I'm sorry. I wrote this. When I wrote this, I wrote it too small, and that's how my writing is. So forgive me. Hector Abbas as Samson Carver, Lionel DeAgutter. Sorry if I can't pronounce it right. As Rupert Bedford, and Cecil Morton York as Grand Lunar. I got the names and the actors from Wikipedia. I think it does tell the plot, but I didn't really read it correctly. I just didn't decide to write it down, the plot of the film. But look it up. The First Man in the Moon, the Lost 1919 silent movie from England. And since this was made in 1919, this is supposed to be the 100th anniversary of it, because this is 100 years old. I mean, dang, movies has been out like since the 1890s, and some have been found and put on DVD. The lost era, the silent era. Others will probably never seen again, but you never know. I hope somebody in England or somewhere has a copy in his or her attic or basement and decides to put it out. I hope we can find a lot of lost films soon. Even though I didn't really watch a lot of films from the good old days, before this the talkies era. But that's why I'm obsessed with them silent films like First Man in the Moon. Since it's lost, that's why I don't know why I'm obsessed with these movies for some reason. That's just me. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel, if you don't have to, that's okay. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. Just please subscribe to my channel soon. I really need more subscribers, man. You're killing me. No, I'm just picking. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Search for The First Man in the Moon in 1919, and I'll do some info on lost other films soon if I get the chance. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.